Monday. I was about to say Tuesday. It's definitely Monday, guys. So I'm getting ready to touch up probably a little bit of my hair and makeup. I had to go to the dentist this morning, and for the most part they were fine, but they, like, you know, I try to remember not to wear like a full lip when I go and to keep everything really minimal. And I did actually, I only did the By Terry base today and then just added in a bit of concealer on top of that and bronzer. So I'm gonna go back in and touch my makeup up. What's very limited. I think I might go meet Elena in a little bit. But just kind of touch everything up a smidge so that it is good to go, because where they had the like things that they kind of protect you from swallowing stuff with, also kind of took off some of my makeup. So I am gonna kind of touch that up, and I thought I would chat with you and show you, I guess, my quickness there. My under eye is still good. I wore my RMS today. I really need to find like a better space to put you guys so that I don't lean so far away from you when I'm doing this. But the biggest thing I need to shove on my face right now is some more concealer. I actually found, since I've had my fake tan on and it's been on a couple of days, I've reapplied this spray on my face once so far because it's so easy to do, which is part of the reason that I love it. But I found that I mixed my NARS foundation in with my usual like By Terry mix, which was great for giving me that more glowy look, but it also meant that none of my concealers were really accurate for my face. And guess I'm being cheap and thinking I didn't want to buy, like, I mean, I could buy another concealer, but for me what I did, and this is, I guess, just a tip for you guys, if you have like a darker foundation and you don't want to have to buy, you know, another concealer to go with it, I put my concealer on underneath my foundation to kind of get some of those patches, and then blended my foundation out on top of it and kind of used what I had that was darker to kind of work out the gaps in it, so that I wasn't having to just, you know, buy a whole new concealer for now. So just to kind of save myself that, because really the only time that I'm gonna need that kind of color is on the occasions, you know, where I am really rocking that look. So I guess I'm gonna back in with more of this guy. I feel like Everything Normally Wears, my Lila B one is what I've been using. Everything Normally Wears a lot better, but you know, when they're shoving stuff all on your face. And then I came home and took a nap today, which was good. I was tired. I put this post on Instagram up today, and I'll pop it up here, talking about anxiety this morning. And I have a long history with not having good experiences at the dentist. So I kind of knew this morning it's going to be rough. But I did make it a point this time to bring my headphones, my wireless headphones, because last time I was just like sitting there and I could do nothing, and you're just like sitting in the chair, and that gives my mind too much time to think. So I brought my wireless headphones. I downloaded a few podcasts last night, and I was just like, I'm just gonna listen to these. So when I got there, I was like, do you guys mind if I listen to this? Like, obviously it's not in your way, I can move them. And so I did. The first one was fine, and I listened to that one, and I was in a good place with that. The last one was when I was starting to really feel pain because of what they did and how they did it. And they put this like cap thing around your tooth, depending on where it is, to kind of hold this little cape thing in, which is awesome, and like not getting anything in your mouth. But I would say if you're like fears of suffocating, that might be freaking terrifying. Thought about that a few times today, because it's just like all over your mouth, and you can still breathe, and you can still breathe out of your nose, but it's not the easiest to breathe. Like, it's just kind of covering your mouth, and in its own way it would feel suffocating. So just a heads up for anybody who has that issue. But they were working towards the very, very back of my teeth, which meant my mouth was like as open, I can't even do it right now, more open than it would normally be, more comfortable, and it was just very painful. It was fine for a while, but it got to the point towards the end where it was just causing like a shooting pain up the side of my face. And I felt my eyes were just gonna like cry, not even because it was like in that place, but it's just like something needed to release. So when I came home, I took another Benadryl. I took another Benadryl because these bug bites from, I went to a party Saturday, are still here. But I'd also taken half an Ativan for my anxiety before I went this morning. And then the Benadryl and some ibuprofen, and I just passed the heck out. So now I have a very limited amount of makeup on. But today was actually a lighter makeup day. I have been really loving my more heavy makeup days. But I still really love this bronzer. I feel like I've seen some people's where these like two colors in the middle are kind of not like, the line's not there anymore. My line is still there, but I really enjoy it. And then I've also been using, I've been trying to actually really make a dent in my Chanel bronzer. I've definitely had this longer than the back of this guy says that you're supposed to have it, but this thing is huge. But I was watching Alana's video earlier today, and she was saying, so this guy is 1 ounce of product, and well, yeah, this is so it's 30 grams, and then my like Well People one is 5, if that. Yeah, 30 grams versus 5 grams. So I guess she was saying that the Milk Makeup one was probably the best bang for your buck. But I've already put the other one on, so I'm not gonna put this one on now. But I have been enjoying using this. I really like the way that it's blended out. I think personally, if you're still getting comfortable with bronzer, it just takes some time to really get the look the way that you want it. But I've been living more in like a bronzy look for a while, so I'm okay with that. And then I haven't really been reaching for anything but this guy, which is the closest one. I might pick up another shade, but I have been liking the peachiness of it. I still really love my Charlotte Tilbury one though. Like when I did my clean out, I've really gotten my products down to like everything I just use and love constantly, which is great. So I'm almost like torn as to what to use when I reach into my products. But yeah, that has been my Monday so far. I've actually felt like I've gotten myself a bit more organized with things. I don't know why. I'm already starting to think about Christmas content, probably because we're talking about planning. I want to do Vlogmas like I did Everyday May. I want to do Vlogmas, but I would like to do Vlogmas in like true Vlogmas style. And sorry, you can see all the clothes I need to put away on the bed right there. I'd like to do it in like full vlogging style, which means that I want to kind of put budget aside in my own life so that I'm like saving to do all of the Christmassy things that are around. And that also means keeping up the tradition and going to see Meg and doing our Christmas stuff. Meg, if you're watching, we need to talk about that. And yeah, so, but I've been looking at content ideas, but one of the biggest things I learned from Everyday May is keeping up the blog and doing that all at the same time is a lot of flipping work. Like I love it, and it's just, I feel like I slack in some ways. So for the past couple of months, or at least for the past, I guess, couple of weeks since I finished doing Everyday May, I've really been thinking about how do I do that differently? What do I learn from that? How do I make that work come Christmas time? And I think, you know, that means for me building up, kind of doubling up on how I do things in November. So I'm a lot more comfortable with the amount of content I'm putting out right now. I feel like Everyday May taught me that I can do more than I have been doing, or just showed me how to be more efficient with that. So I'm really trying to kind of build and balance, and especially in my mother is a nurse, and part of the reason I live at home is because obviously I am their caretaker. I run all their errands, I help them out. I live in everything that they need, so they don't have to pay somebody else, they just help me. And that equates well. But my mom's a nurse and she works random days, so I'm trying to help her get house stuff done along with doing all things what Savvy said, which is completely feasible. Like there's no reason that all can't be done. And so yeah, I'm trying to kind of build my own schedule with that. Is it too much to wear a red lip with a red top? I feel like it might be actually, or I might, hold up. Maybe we'll do a more matte red than a crazy red, and I'm breaking stuff over here. So that being said, today has been, I'm trying to kind of build more of a like distinct schedule for myself. And today, my goal for Mondays is to write the blog post for the week. I would love to be able, I mean, I'm not necessarily like, most of my friends and their schedules are very different, and it's not like I need to have like Saturday and Sunday as a weekend. Like, I can kind of work with that and be very flexible with all the people that I hang out with in that regard. Normally Wednesdays are like my midweek break, but they're also getting a content day. Like, you'll see Elena and I go out on those days. But I'm just trying to build that schedule so that I can make things work later on. So yeah, I have already started thinking about Christmas content, which is crazy. But I thought about it last night because there was something in one of my drawers that made me think, oh, I should do that. So I've been trying to kind of game plan ahead and keep things in mind. So yeah, I'm using Kylie lip liner, of course. I have like 2 red lip liners, and this one is one that I've been using a fair amount, and it's from the Mary Jo K one. I actually, in Sunday's video, I said that I wanted to reorder it, and I kind of been putting it off, but she had free shipping this weekend, and that meant with no minimum order, which was kind of one of those things where I was like, okay, I'll order it. And then there was another lip kit I thought I might try this, because I actually ordered 2 when I ordered the original lip kits, but somehow in the process of being on movie in Kentucky and coming back and forth between there and here, I have the liner, I lost the color. So I ordered another one of the ones that goes with this because I still have quite a bit of liner left there, and then I ordered another lip kit. But if you don't use honey, which is one of my faves, it's I know it's a website, but they have like an extension for Chrome, and it will like put coupons in for you when you're checking out, and I always run it just to see, because sometimes there'll be coupons that you wouldn't have known about otherwise. And so I ran it when I went to check out, and then I ended up saving. So there was no shipping, and then I ran the honey thing, and I ended up saving an extra 10 bucks. So it was 100% worth it. I was so glad that I made that. So yeah, lips are, I need to like get in the mirror and touch those up, but I'm gonna do that in a second. I thought I'd show you guys the stuff that I've been throwing in my hair to kind of rejudge it between days. So this is day 2 hair. I threw my normal products in. I have shifted my part a little and tweaked how I'm styling it. There should be a T3 review coming up in the next few weeks, and I might like do my hair in the way that I do my hair during that and show you. But for the days in between, I've been using a bit of dry shampoo, not as much. I actually haven't needed as much. It's really more at the roots, and I might add a little bit more now. I have a few that I'm working through. I'm really trying to get rid of some of these. There's like a little bit left in this guy, the Not Your Mother's, which I actually like their products. And then IGK Direct Light, I'm just kind of shoving it in my hair as I can to get rid of it. But this guy has like the tiniest bit left. So, and it's inconsistent. So like, at some point, I think I need to give it up. I think we're at that point. I think we're just gonna call that one dead. And of course, I'm just gonna throw some IGK in there. Alright, but the other product that has kind of been rejudging my curls, because everything's been staying for a couple of days, like everything's held really well, is this guy. And I'm not so, like, I need to kind of try it in a few different ways and see, but it's Sailor, it's a sea salt, read it though, sea salt refresh hairspray. So I bought this at Target in like the natural beauty section. I had intended on doing like a natural beauty haul during Everyday May, but I'm trying not to be one of those people who just spends money for the sake of spending money, and I would rather, yeah, I'll do a haul every now and again, but I would rather tripod Rex and be able to tell you guys that I love them when I do. So I've been using it to kind of re-zhuzh my curls because it's a bit of a sea salt spray. Nothing crazy. I just kind of shove it in and run it through, and it helps to kind of give me a little life back in my hair. But yeah, this is gonna be a little bit tamer here in a second. But my curls have been doing, I've been trying to, you know, be really intentional about day one of my hair, and then it works from there so that I really get that like kind of product stuff set in there, and so my curls really stay very well. So yeah, I'm heading out to meet Elena in a little bit. I'm gonna finish writing tomorrow's blog post, so it'll already be up by the time this video is live, which is going to be dry brushing, talking all about dry brushing. And yeah, I feel like I'm gonna have to split this weekly vlog into two because I've been talking to you for 15 minutes now. Story of my happy Wednesday, guys. Look who I'm with. So we are starting the day at the movies. We are seeing Tag because it is too flipping hot to do anything else. So way too hot. We're gonna watch a movie and then we'll check back on you later, and we're not in focus at all. Another weekday, another seaside adventure. There are a lot of people here today, guys. Let's go get some pizza. We already half demolished it, guys. Their gluten-free crust is so good at Pizza Bar. I'll put the name in the corner here. But they also do vegan cheese. So for all of my little non-dairy kids, I would highly, highly recommend it. And you get a lovely view when you sit outside. It's hot as all get out, but it's a very pretty view. Elena, you're gonna send me that photo so I can put it in the vlog, but we just found a guy who is wearing a romper, y'all. Which, I mean, more power to you, but it was very flowery. I don't think I could pull it off. So, anyways, we are on the way to Juice right now. We got our paleo donuts to share. Yes, they have s'mores one today, and now it is time for more juice. It is really flippin' hot out.
Really hot. We made a pact for next week or the week after, whenever we hang out.
Shorts. So I just got home from our random adventures today. We ended up going to the movies this morning because it was really hot out. We went over to Seaside again, which you would have seen. We had a late lunch at Pizza Bar, which is one of my faves. We normally get there, I think it's the San Pisano. And I add basil to it, and I switch to vegan cheese and get the gluten-free crust, and it's so good. I think that today's the first time that I've had the gluten-free crust with it, but it was really, really tasty. I really liked it. So definitely a good gluten-free crust if you need gluten-free pizza. And yeah, then we met up with another friend and had dinner, and I am home, and I'm actually gonna go ahead and end this weekly vlog. We went and saw Tag earlier today. That was like our movie choice of this week because it was just so hot out. We definitely have been putting our movie pass to good use, but it was one of those movies that it was funny. Some of the funnier bits were really towards the end. There is a storyline in there I think that some people might not appreciate. So if you see it and you feel that way, let me know in the comments below. I'd be super curious to know how you guys liked it, didn't like it, what you guys think about it. And yeah, that's kind of where I am at with this week's vlog. I am actually feeling really tired today. I think the heat just kind of took it out of me. I also fake tan this morning, and I'm going to, I think I'm gonna film my monthly favorites tomorrow or Friday, so you'll see it there. But one of those things that I noticed today is that I used my, I dry brushed, I exfoliated, did all of that, shaved, used my like in shower lotion, and when I went and put the tan on top of it, it actually didn't take at all. So a thing to note for myself for the future, that it just didn't mix well. Like, I think there might be some patches that it did take, but I'm assuming because that was also fresh on my skin and it didn't have time to kind of soak in individually, I did it like in the wrong order. It didn't work very well for my skin today, so I'm gonna have to do it again tomorrow, which I hate because I feel like that was such a wasteful bit of tan to not work. But yeah, lesson learned, do not do that in the future. I am still learning my way through adding that glow And yeah, so I'm probably gonna make a cup of tea. I'm gonna edit some of the photos from today, maybe finish editing this vlog. And yeah, thanks for hanging out with me for this weekly vlog, guys. I'm gonna keep doing them. If I have more footage, I definitely think that I'll split them up and put them in on Friday and Wednesday. So you might see 2. I'm gonna stick with the 1, but if it gets really long, I might double them up. So I thought about doubling up today's. I thought that I've already added to the first portion of it, which is like 2 days of me at home kind of getting ready and talking to you guys, which you would have already seen, but I thought about like splitting them up depending on how much today I had going on. And I know I'll be out and about tomorrow, but that might be fairly busy, or I might just vlog that in next week's vlog. I don't know, we'll see. But for now, I already know this one's gonna be super long. So thank you for hanging out with me. If you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up because it shows my channel lots of love and support. And make sure you subscribe. I upload new videos on Wednesdays and Sundays. Every Sunday will be a thing, 5 p.m. Central Time, but the Wednesdays is contingent of what's going on. Most of the time there's going to be a weekly vlog there as well. And yeah, actually I might push the time to 10 a.m. That's probably going to be a thing. So right now it's 5, but I think I'm going to move everything up to 10 a.m. I'm working on making that a goal right now to get that content out sooner for you guys to be able to watch. And yeah, I love you guys. You matter to me. Thank you for hanging out, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye, guys.